Hey sis, are you there?
Oh, hey Frankie, it's been a while.
I have a little favor to ask you.
What's up?
I'm gonna be going home this evening. Would you mind driving over to my mom and dad's place to help me unpack?
You're going home? Help you unpack?
Me and my husband got a divorce, so I'll be coming home to stay with my mom and dad.
You did what? Where'd this come from all of a sudden? I had to read that twice. I almost just spat my coffee out. Frankie, what the hell happened? Are you okay? You were barely married. What, 6 months? Did you tell your parents yet?
Yeah, I just messaged them.
Wow, I can't believe it. This is too sudden, Frankie.
Him and his family told me to never go anywhere near them again, so I left. There's no going back now. Me and him are dead in the water. All I can do is go back to live with mom and dad, at least for now. So that's why, my lovely favorite stepsister in the whole wide world, I need you to sort out a space for me to sleep there tonight. If you could just get me some pillows, a duvet. Oh, and don't forget the mattress. That would be great.
Just be careful on the way home, okay?
Madeline, is now a good time?
What is it?
I have a date with my boyfriend today.
What? You have a new boyfriend already?
Hold your horses, sis. I'm not finished yet. So here's the thing. The plan is to meet each other at the date spot. So I need you to take me out to the shopping mall in A-Town in your car.
You want me to drive you there? Isn't that mall at least an hour away from here? It'd take me 2 hours there and back. I'm super busy today, so I'm really sorry, but that's not going to be possible.
LOL. Now I've heard it all. A neat, busy. You should become a comedian, sis. You're cracking me up here, LOL.
Listen, Frankie, I don't know where you got this idea that I'm a neat from, but I can assure you I'm not.
What?
How many times do I have to explain it to you? I've been working from home ever since my company introduced a remote working system.
Who are you trying to fool? Like, I'm gonna believe that. Don't you work in the production line at a factory? Are you seriously pretending you work from home doing a job that's only possible by going out to work in person? Not gonna lie, sis, I'm kinda embarrassed for you right now. You should have picked a better lie. I can see right through you.
Listen, Frankie. It's true. The company I work at does have an image of being nothing but factories and production lines in the eyes of the world. So you can be forgiven for thinking that. But I don't work in a production department. The work my department does is done on computers from start to finish, so it's entirely possible to do from home.
Fine, I get it. Computers, yada yada, remote work, yada yada. That actually sounds like the kind of thing my boyfriend does. He works in an IT company though, and you don't.
You don't have to work in an IT company to do remote work. It's becoming really common these days across basically every industry.
Basically, Maddie, what you really mean is, you're a neat, but you're so ashamed to admit it, you came up with some silly story full of holes to try and look cool, LOL.
What?
I hear it's really common for neats to pretend they have jobs, you know. Apparently it's what they call a psychological coping tool. Tragic, really.
Ugh, I told you already, I'm not a neat.
Anyway, can we stop wasting time on idle chit-chat now? It's boring. Hurry up and pick me in your car.
Not happening.
Why?
Because I have work today.
Huh? You're a neat, but you have work? That's a contradiction in terms, you silly Billy. Ugh, quit messing around, will you? I have to go soon.
Employees on a remote work schedule still have to show their face at the office a set amount of times each month. My break's gonna be over soon, and I've already wasted enough of it on this conversation. Catch you later.
No, wait! I'll be late to my date if I get to the train now. Madeline!
Buzz, buzz.
You're so horrible! Why are you doing this to me? This is all your fault. I was late to my date and now my boyfriend's in a mood with me. Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted? How can you be so cruel? Wah!
Good evening, Frankie. I take this as about what you were pestering me over earlier. How can you blame me for you being late to your own date?
Isn't it obvious? The only reason I was late is because you wouldn't drive me there. That means it's your fault. My boyfriend is really strict when it comes to punctuality. I got there an hour later and he was in a rotten mood the whole time. He wouldn't laugh at my jokes and had the grumpiest look on his face. If I'm late again, he'll probably dump me.
If you were that desperate for me to take you, you could have at least asked me the day before.
Why do you need to know that far in advance? You're a neat. It's not like you ever do anything. Take today, for example. You probably just couldn't be bothered to go out in the car because you wanted to slob it out playing a video game and eating potato chips in your cave. So you came up with some far-fetched lie about having to go into the office despite supposedly doing a remote work job. I can see right through you.
No, I'm employed with a company, so I'm obviously going to have to show my face at that company from time to time.
You're in the house 24/7. You're practically a part of the furniture. Since when do you ever go out to work?
I explained to you very clearly that I don't work remotely 100% of the time, and that I do in fact have to clock in at the office a few times a month.
How can you work on a factory production line at home?
For Christ's sake, Frankie, I told you, we're all pencil pushers in my department. We work at desks, on computers.
I've had it with you. Just you wait. I'm gonna do some digging and find undeniable proof you're in need. How can you live with yourself? You live a life of luxury goofing off around the house on my brother's dime while he's out slaving away doing an actual job. I'll get him to divorce you.
Frankie!
Oh look, it's my pitiful need of a sister-in-law.
Get back here right now.
N-O. Know what that spells? LOL. I'm on apology date right now because someone made me late for my last one. There's no way I'm letting you mess things up for me again. Actually, there's a chance I won't be coming home tonight if you catch my drift.
You've been messing with my computer, haven't you?
Oh, what's this? Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
I saw you letting yourself into my room with my mom and dad's spare key.
Huh?
I have security cameras set up in my study. I saw you plain as day sneaking in and doing something on my computer. Are you really gonna carry on playing innocent? Stop screwing me around, Frankie. This isn't a joke.
Wow, I got found out a whole lot sooner than I expected. You're pretty smart for a neat.
You admit it then?
Fine, whatever. It was me. I found a folder named Work, so I deleted it. Whoops, LOL.
Do you have any idea what was inside that folder?
It was password protected, so I couldn't see inside, but I'm guessing it just had tons of games in. You probably just called it Work as a disguise so you could feel important. Hey, at least you won't be able to waste any more time goofing around the computer now. You should be thanking me. Serves you right, LOL.
That computer is for work use only. It was given to me by that company.
Huh?
That work folder that for some strange reason you think was full of games was full of proposals and reference materials I put together.
Huh? Proposals? Reference materials?
I told you, my company might have image of being nothing but factories and production lines in the eyes of the world. But to create products at a factory, there was also a need of departments to come up with those products in the first place. My department is responsible for the planning and design of new products. And since that's basically nothing but desk work, we work on a remote work basis most of the time. Do you understand now?
What the hell?
Anyway, the point is, you deleted all of my highly sensitive, highly important work data. Data that technically wasn't even mine, but belonged to my company.
But...
Obviously, I can't let you get away with that. So I have no choice but to report what you've done to your parents.
What? No, wait!
The funny thing is, Frankie, they told me all about you. Turns out the reason for your divorce was due to the $25,000 of debt you're in because of your frivolous spending on things you can't afford. What's worse, you're still not working, are you?
Well,
So the whole time you were calling me a neat, you were the real neat all along. A debt-ridden neat at that. I really was shocked. For some reason, I had this image as you, in spite of your quirks, as more or less having your life together. I couldn't have been more wrong. LOL.
Shut up!
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Your mom and dad told me to pass on a message to you. Shopping needs who go around causing trouble for others are not welcome in our house. Get your things together and get the hell out. That's the message. Bye!
Oh my god!
And that's the story of how Frankie got booted out by her mom and dad and began her life of exorbitant debt repayments without a soul in the world to help her. To add insult to injury, I heard her boyfriend dumped her too. She showed him the chat logs of mine in our conversations because she thought he'd find them funny, but he was actually disgusted with her behavior and got mad. Apparently, she showed back up at home resembling a distressed panda, screaming, "Why?" over and over again with floods of mascara streaming down her cheeks. Oh yeah, as for the work folder she deleted on my computer, turns out it was actually fine. Frankie isn't the most tech-savvy person in the world, and unbeknownst to her, all she actually meant when she gloated "serves you right" was that she sent it to the recycle bin, from which I was of course able to safely retrieve it. Naturally, I don't intend on telling her that. I feel like she's more likely to reflect on what she's done if she believes she caused me great inconvenience. I'm praying that she uses this whole affair as an opportunity to become a better person.